Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the ComplexlySpant channel, your favorite ramblings of a stream of consciousness about a topic that I decided to talk about. And today we're just going to talk a bit about, or I guess I'm going to talk a little about, probably the one notable gaming skill I have, which is how I avoid tilting or getting frustrated in games. Um, and even though I'm currently not like grinding any games right now, apologies if my chair's creaking. By the way, it's been creaking a lot recently, so if you hear that, that's why. But especially when it comes to a game like League, for example, which is the game I played the most ranked of, I've always kind of found that tilt never seems to be a problem for me. So I thought it'd be maybe a good idea to just talk about why that's the case. And hopefully some things that I do might help you avoid that as well, because obviously when you tilt you lose more games, and that's no good. So I think the first thing I kind of put myself into the mindset of is like, look, here's the thing. I'm I'm going to make mistakes because I'm a human, and that's gonna happen. No one plays. Once again, I'm just going to use League for the example of this. You can apply this to, I imagine, most any other game, but League because it's the game that this channel is based off of, or the gameplay you're seeing is literally League. But I find that I have to remind myself that I'm not going to be perfect. No one's ever played a perfect game of League to like everything, every click perfection. Like that's okay, and my teammates are the same way. Like that's gonna happen. It's all right. Um, and on a similar note to that, like I'm going to make mistakes, and my teammates are also going to make mistakes, and I shouldn't get mad at them for that because I've made the same mistakes myself many times, and people probably been mad at me for the same things. I'm not above the skill level that they're at, especially if it's in a ranked. I'm probably around their skill level. Um, and I think it's just a matter of controlling the things you can control. I mean, ultimately, you're probably going to be playing probably this one game with these teammates. Maybe if you like queue again, you might get the same people, but it's not super common. I've just kind of found that, like, look, here's the thing. I'm not going to get mad at these people if something goes wrong, or if I see someone who's like, yeah, they make a bad play. Or like something goes, I won't have them in the next game. Like it's they're not really, not say not worth my time to deal with, but it's like, oh, I just won't ever have to deal with them again, and that's okay. And they probably say the same of me when I do poor plays myself. Um, and also similar notes that in League I don't play with chat on at all. I would very strongly recommend that people do not play with chat on at all. It has made my ranked experience and my League experience so much better. I know the common justification is, oh, what if I need to coordinate something or whatever. I think if you're just honest with yourself and think about how much chat is a problem versus how much it's actually beneficial and helps you coordinate things, I think in a majority of cases, I feel pretty confident in saying most of the time it distracts you from the game instead of helping you plan things for the game. Obviously, there are things that are useful about chat. I'm not saying there aren't, but I think it A, keeps you from flaming your teammates, which will just increase your odds of losing. Um, and B, it also is just one less distraction so you can actually like focus on the gameplay as a whole. And I guess kind of taking that to account, just especially after games where there are going to be games like we're human, we'll be frustrated ourselves or teammates, or like even though I generally do a good job of not getting frustrated, there are of course going to be things that are frustrating. It's by nature of competitive environments, um, especially where you have to rely on more variable factors. Sometimes, like League is a team game, not a solo game. There are external factors, and I think it's important to recognize, like, if you are frustrated, rage queuing is a very bad idea because you're already going in with a poor mindset, and that can spread to the rest of your team. And as we all know, poor mindsets cause losses. And it's like if you're a gambling person and you like playing with bad odds, rage queue. If you want to have consistent, steady performance and steady growth, don't do it. I know which one I would prefer. Maybe you do prefer playing with bad odds and being even more frustrated than you were before. That's up to you, of course. But I found for myself that I have a lot more peace when I play. I even like laugh at things sometimes, like just by myself. I'm like, man, I'm having fun right now. Like I'm having a good time. Or if someone makes like a good play on me, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, how did they do that? That's super cool. Just having that curiosity as well when you get outplayed, or even like you see a teammate or a jungler or someone makes a cool play, or if like for your team or against you as well. Like even though it can be like a frustrating thing, it's like, oh, I didn't know they would do that. We're like, okay, well now they do that. Like you get to learn something from it, and that's cool. So I think just combination of focusing on the factors you can control, just letting the other factors that you can't control just exist and change the environment. Essentially, I think of things like, for example, if I'm down, a couple of dragons, a good amount of kills, I just think, okay, this is just the game state I play from now. What are the best options if I were to start the game from this game state? I mean, there's nothing we can really do to change the past, so just keep going on into the future and just see how things work out from there. And hey, look, you're going to lose. It's going to happen. You're going to win, and that's cool. But ultimately, I think just, focusing on yourself and, controlling the things you can control, including your mindset as well. Highly recommend don't play with chat on. I feel like it's more dangerous than helpful. And just keeping calm, carrying on. And I feel like that's kind of the best ways I've improved by just playing some rank, playing some league, and hopefully that was somewhat useful to y'all as well. So thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care, talk soon, and goodbye.